blessing, I just want to know. Gucci blessing, blessing, and I know from you.
Forever be a mystery how the tiniest thing as betrayal can come between, greatest of them all, love. Anyway, guys, I'm here on the beautiful red carpet for the gorgeous, most anticipated movie of the season, The Betrayed, and I am super thrilled to be your host, the nightlife host. My name is TCHE with an accent Y because it's Uche, and I'm bringing you all of the amazing experiences here on the red carpet. Stay connected, don't go anywhere because I'll be here. Do you feel to pull such an amazing crowd out tonight for your first ever movie?
Blessed, honored. I'm overwhelmed with all of the support and all of the love that Nollywood continues to show Inkblot, and I guess by extension myself. And I'm just excited that I'm happy for what we've put together. I'm happy for for how great the cast on this film did. And I know that when people watch it and they watch the performances and they watch the story, they will have something to talk about.
For those of us who have seen the trailer, I mean, there's a lot of questions to, be asked and then get answers for. But before we go into all of that, how was it like, working with this? These people are not new. I mean, the cast, they're not new to you, but how was it working as the director for the movie with them?
I think the big thing for any director is to be able to communicate with their actors, to be able to sell the vision of the film, and for the recipients of that vision to understand it. I think that my cast understood the assignment and they ran away with it. They blew me away. There were times I had goosebumps. You ask anyone that was on set, I was dancing all the time. I don't know, once I'm happy I have to dance, and I was just dancing because I got what I wanted every time. My cast are beautiful. Uche Montana, never seen before acting in this film.
So I'm super excited. I cannot wait to, go straight into and see the movie. But what would you say has been your experience, worst experience in a relationship? Yes, because I mean, this is this is some angle, and it's like love, betrayal, relationship, and stuff. So what is your worst? It might not be you personally, but maybe you've heard about it. What's the worst thing you've heard?
Worst. I mean, I think the worst thing, and it's really a sad, unfortunate topic, is domestic violence, especially when it leads to the loss of a life, right? From both the man and woman, yes. I don't think that that's necessary in any way at all. And I don't know, I just pray for healing for people who are going through that, and just the strength to speak up and, come out of the situation that they're in.
We are here to talk about the movie The Betrayed. Yes. Talk to us quickly about what inspired it, the story behind it, and
I mean, the easiest way I can say is that this is a story straight out of Gist Lover, Instablog, Tunde Headnuts. You're a happily married wife. You wake up one morning and you find out that your happily married husband has been arrested for the death of his girlfriend. You're like, first, wait, girlfriend, who from where? To murder, wait, it's God that has caught you. You get, my village people are working overtime. So it's that kind of story and it's that kind of vibe. So then it's now, okay, so what happens next? What does she do? Does she choose to trust her husband? Does she choose to basically walk away? That's the vibe of the story. Okay,
so I don't want you to say too much. I don't want you to say too much about the movie, but why do a Valentine kind of movie in July?
Valentine, no, I'm just saying, guess what? They only did like,
because this is love. That's what I mean.
But so it's true that you ask, because when she wrote this story, she was like, no, it's a love story. We're like, what? It's a story about cheating. How is it a love story? In July, I don't understand. But hey, she has a vision. She had a clear vision for the story. She had a clear vision for the direction of the story, and she had a clear vision of how she wanted it executed. And in that kind of thing, the best thing you can do as a partner is to show support, is to trust that person, and basically to show support and help them get the best results possible. And as Inkblot and other partners, that's what we believe in, and that's what we've done.
All right. So, what was it like working with this particular set of cast for this movie?
It's weird because almost everyone, most of them, we've worked with them in some shape or form in some other production. So Ibrahim, we've worked with him on something. What do you call it? And Ibrahim is a good friend of mine from way back. Gabriel Afolayan. I think this is our first production with Gabriel, and Gabriel was a sweetheart. He was awesome. It was extremely easy working with him. Uche Montana was someone that had worked on my production when we did when we did The Weekend to Forget. So again, it was a concentration of that. Jemima had worked with us on New Money and Quam's Money. So again, it was we're back visiting old friends all over again. So yeah,
I can only imagine what the movie itself will look like. Before I let you go, Damola, talk to us about what your worst experience in a relationship is. It might not be personal, it could be something you have heard of.
What's my worst experience in a relationship? Okay, so I'll give you one story, and I've said some close friends of mine will probably know this one. I've said that I'd never ask a girl out again, ever, because there was this one person who basically, and you know, like the way back when I was much younger, you show up and you're toasting. You know where you worked out the lines and you say, and then you start the lines and you run through the lines, and then all of a sudden, she doesn't say yes, she doesn't say no, she just laughs, and she's just laughing, and then she continues to laugh till today. I'm just she's still laughing and has never ever given me an answer. It wasn't yes, it wasn't no, it was just laughing. After that, I was like, never again. Never ever asked a girl out.
When you first saw the trailer, what was the first thing that came to mind?
I'm quiet for a reason. Half embarrassment, half non-embarrassment. I've not seen the trailer of this movie. And I don't know the storyline of the movie. And that is on purpose, because I want to see it with fresh eyes. From the name, I saw betrayal. I've already said, for the first 5 minutes that I watch this movie, I'm going to figure out what the storyline is. Who is going to betray whom? All the characters, I've been watching every one of them. Who's going to betray whom, and who's going to be the betrayed one? First 5 minutes, I'll see how correct I am.
So, hearing you speak, I feel like I have to betray you by going home with your brain, because how do you not see a movie just so you can see, and then in fact that's really out of my mind?
No, but the thing is, it's self-explanatory. The name, betrayal. And you know someone's going to be betrayed. And then someone's going to start with. And movies always start on a happy note. Everyone's in love. Everyone's friendly. Everyone says, if you go to the toilet, I'm coming to the toilet with you. Stuff like that. And then the cracks start to appear when temptation comes in and everything. So that's what the first part is for. That's why it's a thriller. So I want to know what really happened. And fantastic actors here. So I'm looking to watching them in their elements.
I want to believe that you are very experienced when it comes to relationship and love, right?
Very. Who is?
I want to believe.
Okay, exactly. That's a good.
I want to believe. Yeah. All right. So, in that regard, what is your worst experience ever in a relationship?
One I cannot talk about, but largely I have been the culprit, right? I have been the culprit. I will not give you any details, but suffice it to say that, I was justly punished for my actions by God Almighty, and I mended my ways. So I'm a changed man. Well, I'm a changing man.
Of course, it's a process. Last question before I let you go, sir. What is a deal breaker for you in a relationship?
It's very complex, though. It's very complex, but I think a deal breaker, definitely deal breaker is I love God so much, and I owe everything I have to him. Blaspheming against him and disregarding him in a relationship, that's a deal breaker for me.
Here for the betrayed. Why the betrayed? Why the storyline? Why the cast? Why the, just tell us, talk to us about.
So, at Inkblot, we like to tell all types of stories. So Muri & Co. was a family comedy about a kid and a man going on a journey together. And The Betrayed is a different type of family drama about a woman who finds out that her husband has been arrested for murdering his mistress. And so she goes on a journey of self-discovery, of trying to challenge everything that she thought she knew about her life. And so it's a film that was also compelling to us, because the thing that matters to us is the stories that excite us. And this is a story that excited us. And we were able to get an amazing group of actors together to work with Zulu to bring this to life. And so working with Uche Montana, who killed it as Amarachi, Gabriel Afolayan, who played Bala, her husband. I mean, the two of them together on screen was just electrifying. And watching both Jemima and Ibrahim do their thing as their respective best friends. I mean, Vine and Adunia and Stephanie, everybody came together and they did such an amazing work, and I can't wait for the audience to see it. We're very, very proud of what we did.
All right. Like you've said literally everything. So I'm going to go straight into the question that I have for this evening. What is the worst experience you have had or maybe heard about in a relationship, and what is a deal breaker for you?
So that's a question. I think that in life there should not be any deal breakers, because conversation can solve everything. So I'll answer the second question. The first question, I don't know. I think this would be the worst thing that happened to anybody. If you wake up and your spouse is accused of murdering their mistress or mister. So I think that's basically, you think about it, right? Like, you think about what's fair could potentially be, and you bring it to life on screen. So that's basically what I did with The Betrayed.
Love isn't what people tell you that it is. In my experience, it's just something that grows.
Hey, Miss Kabbalah.
And dies.
You're a bad boy.
Okay, so talk to us about who Candy was or is.
Who Candy was? Oh, because she saw the premiere, like she had to die. I'm so sad, but. Okay, so Candy was basically, trying to. She was more like call her an escort or something. So she just had a motive, right? So I don't think I want to give too much spoilers right now. Okay, so she was just someone that had a motive, right, to get something, but it didn't end up the way she wanted it.
Go and see to find out.
Exactly. You should go see it.
All right. So I'm going to call you Ade for the purpose of the interview. Ade, is that fine? All right. So how was it like working with Zulu, knowing that this is her first ever movie that she will be directing?
She's actually very beautiful, very calm, and she's actually like the first female director that I've worked with. And the first time I saw her, that she was the director, I was like, okay, because I'm already used to male directors and all of that. So I felt it was different, and it was just so nice the way she was going about it, and then the fact that she was trying to make we understand the character, and it was just different, and she's very good.
Shout out to you, Zulu. So before I let you go, Ade, what is the worst experience you have had in a relationship ever? It might not be personal, it could be something you heard about a friend or seen firsthand, or
worst thing that's happened in relationships, I'm just gonna say, the worst thing that can happen to anybody in a relationship is not having an intentional person. Yeah, that's the worst thing that can happen to you. Yeah.
How was it like for you? I know you have worked with numerous directors, and Zulu happens to be her debut. How was it like working? Because she's a first timer in this thing. Allow me to say that. She's a first timer in this business, but how was it like for you working with Zulu?
Honestly, for someone who supposedly did this for the first time, I couldn't tell. And I'm not even trying to gas her up. I couldn't tell, because she's so warm and she's so welcoming. Like, she knows what she wants. She knows, okay, I want this way. But she's also open to suggestions. You can say, director, I feel like this. I should be like, okay, let's let's talk it through. Like, we can pause and talk it through. Why do you feel like your character would do this? Why do you feel like this should be like this? And there comes to like a mutual understanding. Even in that small chat that you have with her, you get to understand your character even better than you did prior to that conversation. So she's a darling, and she's a darling. She's good at what she does. I'm looking forward to everything she does. I'm going to pay for it. Every single movie, I'm there. First in the line. I swear to God. Yeah.
So we're quickly going to talk about, working with the casts, the other cast in the movie. I know some of them you have worked with. Some might be new to you. What was the experience like working with them?
The experience of working with Jemima as my cousin was weird because 3-4 months ago she was my girlfriend, bro. So it was a different dynamic, but it was fun still. It kind of makes you see the beauty in her as an actor. To be able to look at me with lovely eyes 1 second, like 1 month ago, and then look at me with this one crazy 1 month after. So like you kind of respect her in her craft. Uche, I've seen her stuff online, but I've never had the chance to work with her. I finally did. You're a fan, obviously. But she's obviously a darling as well. She's one of those people who make you bring your A game. I've said this before in one of the interviews. She makes you, like, you do like a first take, like with her, and then you're like, oh boy, like this person is ready, like and you feel the need to match that energy. So yeah.
When you first saw the trailer, what was the things that came to mind?
First thing I saw about the trailer was that it has Uche Montana. I mean, Uche Montana is a sweetheart, massive big screen performer. It's going to be hard, it's going to be hot. So, of course, I'm looking forward to seeing her and her performance on this one. Also, Gabriel Afolayan or Jemima Osunde, Ibrahim Suleiman. These are Nollywood sweethearts and strong performers. So, we're looking forward to an amazing film of riveting performances, great storytelling, beautiful cinematography. I can't wait to see this put together under the eyes and the mind of Zulu. Her directorial debut, really exciting to witness it. Also rooting for the female director always.
Bala Franklin is the prime suspect in the murder of a university student.
Please, I ask that you give the family some privacy in this difficult time.
This is Bala we're talking about. Our Bala, he definitely did not do this.
Amarachi, he does not deserve your forgiveness.
Do I have a choice? No. Why? I don't need to be rational.
Your feelings are valid.
Touch me! Why didn't you just come home?
So Inkblot called and you responded, you answered. What was the first reaction when you saw the script, you read the script, and you gave your response? How did you feel?
When I read the script, it was a lot of emotions because this was an intense character. And I thought, Inkblot trusts me to pull this off. This is how I felt. It just felt like, thank you, God. We're getting there, we're going. Because I don't think I'm anywhere. I think we're still going. You're only as good as your last film. But thinking that they found me worthy to be given this opportunity, I could never take it for granted. I feel very humbled about that.
So you worked with Zulu, and this happened to be her debut production. What was the experience like working with a, let me say, newbie? You've worked with veteran directors in the past. What was the experience like working with Zulu for the first time?
It was amazing. Seeing Zulu wear the director hat, it had to be the best thing. And I can't wait for you guys to see what we created, because we created something beautiful. Yes.
So let's quickly talk about your character in the movie The Betrayed.
So Batista is, everyone's best friend. He's the life of the party. He's the fun guy. He's the guy who makes sure that everybody feels like, whatever you want, I can get it for you. So that's Batista. I enjoyed playing him a lot because he's not the typical character that most people see me play. And Zulu decided that, Ibro, I'm tired of seeing you play someone's love interest and the nice guy. Come and play Batista for me. I'm like, yes, finally. I had a blast. Working with Zulu was superb. I love working with her, and I think she should direct more.
All right, Zulu, I hope you heard that message. Direct more, Zulu. So quickly, because we're trying to wrap up here. What is a deal breaker for you in a relationship?
I think dishonesty. Because everything else that can go wrong usually spins off of dishonesty. If you're dishonest with yourself, you are most likely going to be dishonest with me. And if you're dishonest with me, then there are lots of things that will just, spin out of control. So yes, I think dishonesty is where the issues start from.